Hey there, and welcome to the Daily Senior Safety Advice Podcast, the show where we talk about simple, practical ways to stay safe, independent, and confident at home. I'm Esther Kane, a retired occupational therapist, a certified aging in place specialist, and a dementia care specialist. Come visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com, subscribe here and on our YouTube channel, and please share this with someone who needs it. Today we're talking about caring for someone from far away. Because distance is not the problem, disorganization is. Let's take a moment and picture the phone ringing at 11 at night. It's your mother's neighbor. Your mother fell. She's at the hospital. And you are 4 states away in your pajamas holding a phone, and you don't know one single useful thing. You don't know her doctor's name. You don't know what she takes. You don't know if she's allergic to anything. You don't know who has a key. So you get in the car, or you get on a plane. And the whole way there, you're not thinking about her. You're thinking about how you should have done something before now. Now listen, that guilt you're carrying, it's not because you live far away. Plenty of people live in the same zip code and are just as lost. It's because there's no system. Nobody built one. There's just a pile of information scattered across 4 people's heads and a kitchen drawer. And here's the good news, and I really mean this. A system is buildable from anywhere. You can build one this weekend, from your couch, in your own city, and never leave your house. Over the years, I walked into a lot of homes after a crisis, and the families who did best were almost never the closest ones. They were the organized ones. The daughter 3 time zones away, with the list of everything, usually helped more than the son 20 minutes down the road who had it all in his head. Because information you can hand to somebody is worth 10 times more than information you just happen to know. Let's clear out some of the junk first, because there's a lot of it. The first one is that real caregiving means moving. Either you move there, or she moves here, and anything else is a cop-out. Hey, I've watched people blow up an entire life over that idea. Sell the house, quit the job, and then get there and discover the actual problem was that nobody had a copy of the medication list. You don't have to move. You have to organize. The second one is that the sibling who lives nearby has it handled. Let me say this kindly, no, she doesn't. She's drowning. She's doing the pharmacy runs and the Tuesday appointments and the 2 a.m. worrying, and every time you ask how it's going, she says fine, because what else is she going to say on a Sunday phone call? Fine is not a status report. Fine is a person who is very tired. And the third one is that there's nothing useful you can do from a distance. That one's just flat wrong. Insurance calls, appointment scheduling, bill paying, prescription refills, research, paperwork, arguing with the pharmacy, all of that is phone and computer work. None of it requires standing in the room. You can take almost the entire administrative load off your local sibling without ever getting on a plane. And that load is the part that's crushing her. All right, let's build the thing. It's 4 pieces. That's it. First, one place where the information lives. 1, not 4. Whatever everybody will actually open, a shared document, a folder in the cloud, or an honest-to-goodness paper binder on her kitchen counter, if that's who your family is. What goes in it? Her medications with the doses, her diagnoses, her allergies, every doctor with a phone number, her pharmacy, her insurance numbers, who has a key, where the important papers are, and her wishes, the ones about hospitals and treatment, in writing, signed, where somebody can find them at 11 at night. Second, one calendar, every appointment on it, and everyone who helps can see it. This is the piece that stops the fight where 2 people drove over and nobody brought her to the eye doctor. Third, one person who's the point. Somebody has to be the one who talks to doctors and makes the call when a call has to be made. Not because they're in charge of your mother. Nobody's in charge of your mother. But because 5 people calling one clinic gets you 5 different answers and one very annoyed receptionist. And fourth, a check-in that happens on schedule, not on worry. Same day, same time, every week. Everybody involved. 10 minutes, that's all. Because if the only time you call your sister is when you're anxious, every conversation you have is an emergency. Put it on the calendar and the panic goes out of it. Here are some quick tips that you can use. 1. Take pictures of every pill bottle, the front and the label, right now, next time you visit. That's your medication list, done in 90 seconds. 2. Get yourself added to the release form at her doctor's office, the one that lets them speak with you. Without it, they legally cannot tell you a thing, and you will find that out at the worst possible moment. 3. Write down the neighbor's phone number. Not the neighbor you like. The nosy one. She is the most valuable person in this entire episode. Here's the part people miss. A system needs somebody local, and it does not have to be family. The neighbor who notices the porch light stayed on all day. The pharmacist who can tell you she hasn't picked up that refill in 6 weeks. The mail carrier. The church friend. The woman who does her hair every third Thursday and would absolutely call you if something seemed off. Ask them. People say yes far more often than you'd think, and most of them are already watching anyway. And you can hire eyes, too. Aging life care managers, some people still call them geriatric care managers, do exactly this. They go to the house, they go to appointments, and they call you and tell you the truth. You pay by the hour. For a long-distance family, it is often the best money spent in the whole arrangement, and hardly anybody knows the job exists. That's what aginginplacedirectory.com is for, by the way. Go look. One more thing, and then I'll move on. When you call her, stop asking, "Are you okay?" She will say yes. She has said yes to that question her entire life. Ask what she ate today. Ask what she watched. Ask who she talked to. Ask if she's been outside. The answers to the small questions are where you actually find out how somebody is doing. Let's take a moment on this one, because everything I just said gets more important, not less. When memory is changing, the phone call stops being a reliable report. It's not that she's lying to you. She genuinely doesn't remember that she skipped lunch, or that the mail's been piling up, or that she called you twice already today. She sounds wonderful on the phone. She can sound wonderful on the phone long after things at home have gotten hard. Families discover this at Thanksgiving, and it is a rough discovery. So your system has to look at things, not just ask about things. Is the pharmacy refilling on time? They can tell you that. Are the bills getting paid? The bank can tell you that, or a late notice will. Is the food in the fridge being eaten or just being replaced? Somebody local has to lay eyes on the kitchen once in a while and report back honestly. And do the legal paperwork now, not next year. The power of attorney and the healthcare documents have to be signed while she can understand what she's signing, and that window closes quietly and without an announcement. I've sat with too many families on the wrong side of that door. It's an awful, expensive, slow place to be, and it is completely avoidable with one afternoon at a lawyer's office. Here's a tip for family caregivers. If you're the one far away, hear this. The sibling who's local doesn't need your opinion about what she should be doing. She needs a task removed from her list. So take one, all the insurance calls, all the scheduling, the whole bill pile, and own it completely without her having to check on you. And if she's the one far away, tell her the truth when she asks. Say the real number. Say, "I'm tired. I went over 4 times this week. I need help with the pharmacy." Nobody can hand you help you never asked for. So here's what I'd love for you to do, and it's small. Don't build the whole system tonight. Open one document, give it a name, type in her medication list and her doctor's phone number, and then close the computer and go to bed. That's it. That's the beginning. Everything else can get added a line at a time on a Sunday afternoon. Because that guilt in your chest, the one that says a good daughter would be there, that guilt is not making your mother one bit safer. It's just eating you. And the list is. The list is the thing that helps at 11 at night when the phone rings and somebody has to know what she takes. You can't be in 2 places. Nobody can. But you can be the person who knows where everything is. And on the worst night of your family's life, that's the person everybody's going to be grateful for. Go open the document. I mean it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It really means a lot. If you'd like more practical tips and resources, come visit us at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're looking for a professional to help your family age in place safely, you can find one at aginginplacedirectory.com. Please subscribe to the podcast and to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. Take good care of yourself. Take good care of each other. And I'll see you next time.